Another one bites the dust. What is going on with our brothers today? What is it about black men playing in yards where they shouldn't be playing? Entertaining women that they shouldn't be entertaining? What is it about wealthy, rich, comfortable, well-established black men? Welcome to AJ's Life Views. I'm AJ, by the way. Well, it seems as though another one bites the dust. Shannon Sharpe, by the way. Why aren't black men learning from one another? What is it continuing to find ourselves in situations where we shouldn't be in when we know this system is not designed for us to accomplish anything positive? We keep getting caught up in the same scenarios and circumstances with people who don't love us. A system that refuses to protect us, where we are wealthy and we are living in mansions and we are driving some of the finest cars, wearing some of the finest clothes. We are known amongst millions of people. This thing about Shannon Sharpe, and I know that a lot of people are focusing on the fact of who he did, how old the person was that he did, and the conversations that took place through the text messages and the recordings that have been released. My concern is, at 56 years old, what are you really thinking about when it comes to your life? Are you happy? Are you happy with millions of dollars? Are you happy being the person that you are? And if you're happy, why aren't you thinking things through? What I don't understand about wealthy individuals, men or women alike, is the fact that they could possibly get anybody they want, right? But for some odd reason, they keep finding themselves in situations of lawsuits, accusations, and rumors and gossip. In this world that we're living in now, any one of us could be talked about. That's just human nature. People love gossip. They love rumors. They love conspiracy theories. They love lies. They love all the above. All of that can happen to me and you alike. But the problem is when you're an individual that have been successful in life and you are a black man, you cannot afford to make errors. You can't afford to make mistakes. You have to be wise in your decision making. You have to be wise who you date, who you go out with. You got to be wise of your privacy, what you share, what you don't share. You got to be wise of what you record, what you don't record. You just got to think, not get so caught up in who you are until you start thinking that you're untouchable. You have to understand that there is a system that is designed to bring you down every time you go up. And the higher you go up, the greater the chance of somebody seeking to bring you down. And you have to be aware of that. You have to be aware of that possibility that somebody is seeking to bring you down just because of the color of your skin and the fact that you have money and the fact that you're able to do what some European YT people are unable to do. You are an exception to the rule. Somebody have given you the card. Somebody has opened the door. Someone has given you an opportunity. And whatever price you paid to get it, have you thought about how you're going to keep it? Because just like they bring you up, they also have a plan to bring you down. And so the Shannon Sharpe situation that most of us are talking about, and a lot of the gossip that is going on as regards to, him messing with a 19-year-old girl, which a lot of people feel like that was kind of really out there. Let's be real. Is that new in history? I would say that it wasn't wise. Racial issues. Well, listen, that's the environment we're in right now. Everything that happens has to do with racism in America. This is the part that nobody wants to talk about, and this is the part that I don't mind talking about because it's the truth and it's factual. Most black men that get caught up always seem to get caught up when they're messing with somebody outside of their family, outside of their kinship, outside of their race, outside of their people. They always seem to get caught up with individuals that they trust that don't look like them. Now, love is love. I have no problem with people when they really, truly love. But unfortunately, there's a lot of Karens out here that really don't love. They just look for opportunity, especially if you have a fetish for something outside of yourself, something that looks different than you. Maybe you don't like, kinky hair or dark skin. Maybe you prefer one that's bought and paid for. No. Maybe you like someone to call you the N-word. Maybe you feel good about that. You don't think that's strange? You lower your standards There's been lies all over America. Unfortunately, black men have a tendency to make those stories seem to be real when we don't think things through. When we allow our emotions and feelings and fetishes and lust and greed get the best of us. When we start not looking at the facts. We start living in a fictional world to think that they accept us because we're rich, because we're attractive, because we're known. Well, there have been a lot of celebrities that fell in those categories, which a lot of them are not here now. And those that are still here are locked up in jail or on their way to jail for a lifetime. All because they were black men that did not think and had forgotten they were black men.